Rick B's Daily Vlogs.
Overlooking this gigantic piece of art, staring straight down at the Legion of Honor. Not here because of that. Here for a road or a highway that used to end here and made it all the way to the East Coast. Let's get this started.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Welcome everyone, it's my daily vlog channel, Eric B's Daily Vlogs. Lincoln Park, Legion of Honor, most western tip of San Francisco. Not quite most western, but I'm in that vicinity. I'm here because back in 1913, before the Legion of Honor was all here, before Lincoln Park was here, this whole area right behind me was a cemetery. That's right, it was a cemetery, but there was a road here that led from Lincoln Park, where I'm standing, all the way to Times Square in New York. And I'm here to show you what's left of that road. So let's go check this. Let's go check this out. Let's go. I did do a vlog here a while back talking about how this whole area before was a golf course. It used to be a cemetery. And one of the monuments you can still see right over there in the distance. Over there, behind the trees, you have Golden Gate Park. Downtown San Francisco, you can see in the distance. And again, the Legion of Honor right over there. But there's one particular thing I want to show you guys that'll kind of blow your mind, because it did blow my mind when I found out about it. And no, it's not this beautiful gold artwork of a lamppost that's here. I'm going to walk down that way so I can show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Right there, a land marker. It's called the western terminus of the Lincoln Highway, and it's still here. How crazy is that? Has what we all know now as a penny, what looks like a penny head, but this is a marker of Lincoln Highway that again once went all the way to New York. Pretty crazy, right? Right over here is a map that actually shows you the western terminus of the highway. Again, September 1928. Right here, it shows you guys, and it actually started there in New York, made its way across the United States, as you can see right there, and then finished right there at Lincoln Park. How crazy is that? And the only thing left is this marker, this mile marker, that shows this area was a highway back in the days. Right there, if you can read over my shadow, you are standing at the western terminus of the Lincoln Highway, the first direct coast-to-coast highway from Times Square in New York to Lincoln Park in San Francisco. Conceived in 1912 by Carl Fisher, founder of the Indianapolis Speedway and a pioneer developer of the Miami Beach, who encouraged manufacturers of autos, tires, and cement to contribute funds to direct motor vehicles route traversing from 3,300 miles through 12 states from the Atlantic Ocean to the Pacific Ocean. Thus, the Lincoln Highway Association was founded in 1913, headquartered in Detroit, Michigan. You guys can read the rest. But I think this is, I think it's cool. I think it's cool. And to have this little monument right there, still here, that is cool. That is cool. See right there in San Francisco how it's in San Francisco and makes its way up to Nevada, to Utah. I mean, there's a road there right now. I mean, there's, one highway. I want to say it's Highway 40, I believe. But you're making your way down the bottom part of the United States and that route. This one was taking you right in the middle part of the United States. Kind of almost reminds me of Route 66. But there's no remnants of the highway besides this mile marker that's here. All the roads, I don't think this is the original road. And again, back in the days, like I said, this whole area right here used to be a cemetery. I want to say it's the Cavalry Cemetery. Not too sure the name of the cemetery, but this whole area right here used to be a cemetery. So to find out where the highway was, that's pretty cool. All they have is the L for Lincoln. Hope nobody thought it meant to turn left, but it's L for Lincoln. This is a cool piece of San Francisco history that I guaranteed not a lot of people knew was here. Guaranteed, because I didn't even know it was here. Looking at where the mile marker is and standing here on top, staring out into San Francisco, it's hard for me to imagine the direction they went. That way is towards the east. That way is towards the south. So if you're going across to the east, the road or the highway, the Lincoln Highway, probably went that direction. But again, I can't imagine which direction because there is no roads here, just foliage of what the area used to be. If it wasn't for that marker, the Terminus marker, people wouldn't have even known it was here. How crazy is that? This is definitely a cool piece of history right here. Go back to your history books. I mean, there was a road here at one point, a highway to be exact, Lincoln Highway to be a little more exact, that went from here to Times Square. 3,330 miles. Was it 3,300 miles? Sorry, 3,300 miles it took to get from here to there. You break that down in days, you're looking at a long time. You're looking at a long time. Right now, you can take an a coast-to-coast trip, and it'll probably take you a week, 5 days to be exact, if you don't stop. Man, just imagine back then. And the roads probably wasn't even paved back then. So that's kind of crazy. Crazy. Again, where that marker sits over there in the distance, going out this way, cemetery. Where there's grass, there was a cemetery. So most likely the road probably came around this area. Probably, because it can't go there, because that's the ocean. So it can't go that direction. And like I said, down here, all cemetery at one point, so it couldn't go down that way. So most likely where this modern road is now is where the old road, the old highway, probably was. Probably. Alright, one last look. Terminus of the Lincoln Highway, and again, what we now know, or it looks like a penny. It's a big bronze of Abraham Lincoln himself. They have it on all three sides, and I'm glad no one's tried to take it. Pretty cool. Alright guys, that's going to do a nice quick adventure here at Lincoln Park, San Francisco. The old Lincoln Highway, again, once connected the east to the west on a 3,300 mile highway. To me, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool that something like that is even still here. Everyone talks about Route 66. Now Route 66 and Chicago to Santa Monica Pier, and how everybody wants to take that trip from Chicago to Santa Monica Pier. I think that's a cool trip as well, but that was more 40s and 50s when it comes to that highway. This one, we're talking about the 1912s, 1913s, when this highway was existing here in San Francisco. Now with the modern day highway and the mapping system that was created, the highway here, as you can tell, has been taken down, and here sits the Legion of Honor in this area. But it was one ending point to the Lincoln Highway. I'm trying to imagine in my head what was here back then. What was the ending point here back then? What was in this area back then that people came and flocked all over to see? What was here? Never know. Try to look for some pictures. The only thing I found was an old map that showed what I just showed you guys is from New York to San Francisco. Couldn't find a destination point right here in Lincoln Park, even in Times Square, that showed what it used to look like. Couldn't find it. So maybe I'd have to dig in the archives, dig in the old library. Yep, I said library. That's the only way we can find out what it used to look like. Thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This was fun. This was educational, and this was fun for me. I totally enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Leave your comments down below. We're getting comments every day, and I appreciate you guys coming to my channel, checking out my channel every day. I do. I appreciate it a lot. Here from Legion of Honor, Lincoln Park, the old Lincoln Park Highway. Thanks for watching, guys. Vlog's ended. Go in peace. I wonder if people here knows there's used to be a cemetery. A cemetery and a highway that once took you to New York. I wonder if they know.
I made this.